Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is, let me make my taskbar visible, 6:53 a.m. It is Saturday, the 1st of July. Oh my, yeah, 1st of July, the inexorable march of time. It never stops. It never stops. And even though he's inside of my pocket and you can't really see him, he's inside of my pocket and you can't see him. This is Bad Ears McGee, or Patches Jr. Now, Patches was a female hamster I had, and she was huge. She weighed 1.5 pounds. She was like a big monster. She was meaty, big, and she had a whole bunch of babies, and she was savage. She was an excellent mama. You know, if she had babies, then you were guaranteed that they were going to be all right as long as you stayed away from them, because if she detected your smell on her babies, she'd kill them. She was brutal and savage, but wonderful and sweet. And then it was around December, she just slowly stopped moving in her little cage, and then she passed, and it was really sad. But this is one of her babies, Patches Jr. He looks almost exactly like her, except for the fact that he's small, you know, and male. So he's not exactly like his mama, but he's a good hammy. He's very cute. He's a wonderful little guy. He usually keeps his ears crinkled up close to his head all the time, even when he's sleeping. When he really wakes up and such, his ears puff out, but he just keeps them crinkled in close to his head, which is odd because normally hamsters do that when they're stressed, but he just does it. But he's a cutie, so I'm going to put him back in his cage now. Here you go, little guy. Thank you very much. He's a little sweetie. There's a difference in temperament and difference in just personality between male hamsters and female hamsters. I mean, they're all just sort of Syrian hamsters, not dwarfs. We'll get to those, but they're not. And male hamsters that I've had throughout my life have been more, I'm lazy, and the female hamsters have been more I'm going to be getting things done. So that's the temperament differences I've always noticed. I like hamsters, which is good. I was yesterday on sort of a Filthy Frank / Max Mofo binge yesterday, after 2.5 years of actively avoiding those channels because of I've always thought, oh, my stomach, what can I do? You know, I'm gonna puke if I watch this sort of stuff. Forgetting that I worked in healthcare for 15 years. As a nurse's aide, I would hold a bucket for people to lean over in bed and puke into, and then take the puke bucket down and wash it out. You know, I helped my wife who had problems with nausea. It's like, wait a minute, I used to hold people over so that my nurse could change the dressing on their deep, just terrible pressure wounds. And I'd be pushing them over, and I'd be eating while she was doing this. What the hell was I thinking? My stomach is not going to be able to handle this? So yeah, I went on a big binge, and I was watching them puke all over. Just, you know, he's like, oh, I'm going to drink this. And, you know, just like, okay, you're hurting yourself. That's the problem. When you vomit, you're getting your stomach acids coming up through your trachea. That can perforate all those arteries that run through your throat, and they can dissect, open up, and you can bleed to death because of that. That's not good. Vomiting is terrible for your body. It can kill you. Don't do it for fun. It's not a harmless procedure. It's really not. It's bad for you. Really, really bad. So yeah, I was watching all those, but hey, you know, they do what they do. They did what they did. You know, whether or not I watch it and condone it isn't going to change the fact that it's happened. So I was watching a bunch of those and having absolutely no problems. until I watched How to Basic make a Krabby Patty. And while there's just horrific imagery, like showing the guy from his looking down, squatting over like a bowl, and then, you know, pouring all this brown horrific stuff down with chunks in it, and, you know, like he's taking a dump and then splashing it everywhere, and it was repulsive. Oh my God, it was horrific. And then it was made into something that Max Mofo was going to eat. All sorts of stuff in it that was just not food. I mean, like condoms and pregnancy tests and dangerous stuff that you shouldn't eat. And then that was fine. It was gross. And then I watched Max Mofo try to eat it. And I wasn't having any real problems until midway through, and then all of a sudden, watching him just go, you know, I can do this, and then it touches his tongue, and he's just immediately, and he can't force any of that down. No matter how he tried, all of a sudden, right then, it was like, bam, bam. I had to look away hard, fast, and control myself because I almost lost it right there. All the other stuff, I was hungry. If I'd had food, I would have been eating and watching these people puke all over themselves and having zero issues because I was hungry. I was ready to go down and grab some stuff, except we don't have any food. So, none of that. Which is a good thing I didn't, because when I watched Max Mofo try to eat that and gag on it, I almost lost it. It was horrific. It was, oh my God. It was about 30 seconds before my stomach was sure it was going to stay down. Mostly, I imagine it would have been dry heaves. I hadn't eaten anything for hours. In fact, I still haven't. So wasn't really been anything to puke up, but still, oh, that was bad. I didn't have any issues, but I think it was a combination of the visual imagery of having watched the stuff produced, even though that's not the way it was actually produced. I mean, How to Basic is a pretty horrific individual, thumbs up. And then watching him try to eat it and gag, that got to the old gag reflex on me, and that was pretty horrific. So thumbs up. Do I still plan on watching the Human Cake series while eating? Yeah. Thumbs up on that. Oh, man. Oh, yes, this is what I was going to say. Last night, my housemates, well, yesterday, then, you know, they spent most of the day gone. By the time I finished recording in here, I went downstairs because I heard them outside. It was like 11 a.m. and I went downstairs. By the time I got down there, they were gone. They had left a note saying we've gone off to do wedding shopping. There's a wedding today that I'm not going to be able to go to because it's supposed to be really hot today, and I don't do heat well. If it's going to get as hot as it's supposed to be at the venue that they have it at, if I went, I probably would be 911'd out. So unfortunately, I can't go. I don't do heat. And so they were shopping for that. They were gone all day. He got back around 9 or 10 or around 9-ish, I think. And he gave me a couple dabs of, cannabis oil dabs on the oil rig. And holy smokes, it has been so long since I've had any cannabis oil. I've just had bud, and well, I'll show you in a moment here on this part of the story. It was only like 2, maybe 3, I can't even remember, dabs, and I was, boom, I was wrecked. My tolerance for heavy doses of THC and all the other cannabidiol, was low. I felt like I was sledgehammered. I was lightheaded, dizzy. I thought of something that I needed to do downstairs. From walking up the stairs and getting down to this room, struggling to remember. I had no clue what it was I had come up to get. So I went back down and told my housemate, and he was like, your tolerance is low, thumbs up. And I'm like, yeah, I need to go upstairs and sit down before I fall down. I was massively stoned. And because of that, when I went to bed at about 1 o'clock last night, I slept until 4 when pain woke me up. Not bad at all. I stayed in bed until a little after 5 because the mistaken belief that if I'm in bed, I'm resting, even though if you're awake because you're hurting and you're not going to fall asleep again, you're not resting. So really all I did was waste an hour hurting in bed, but then I'm up. But what I wanted to show you here is I still got some of the little heady small things in there, but he gave me a whole bunch of other nugs. And so I got not a ton, but I got cannabis, which is good because I still don't get my disability till Monday, which is bad because I've had some wonderful people make some donations to my GoFundMe and a few people that have joined my Patreon.com patron clan. Thank you all so very, very much. I'm not at minus 300 now. I'm at like minus 260, which is awesome. Thank you all so very, very much. Any amount helps. I will never put down any donation, no matter how small. Even donations that aren't donations, that are just good wishes. I take those and I deposit those in the bank of my heart. I draw interest. Thank you so very, very much. Good wishes. If you can't do anything else, they're awesome, and thank you. So yeah, it's gonna be bad, but I've already broached the subject of I've got to get rid of my storage unit to my housemates here. They're agreeing with me. So hopefully soon, like before the 10th. The 10th is when I have to pay for my storage unit. So if I can get cleared up and out of there by then, I won't have to pay for it. And that extra $200 would really save my life. So yeah, I got to push my housemates to get my storage unit emptied out. So really, there is hope. There's always hope. There's always hope. Every time the sun rises, it's a brand new day, filled with hope and promise. And that cat is banging on my bedroom door out in the hallway. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to go and let the cat into my bedroom here in just a moment if she doesn't knock that off. Yeah, she's scraping. She's going to wake up my housemates. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. I can only hope that now that she's in my bedroom, she's going to be happy and stay there. I don't shut the door because if she has to go to the bathroom, I don't want her stuck in my bedroom. We don't have a cat box because you can't have a cat. So she's not our cat, but she comes inside and we don't kick her out because she doesn't have a home. Yay. Let me get re-centered here. I am fixated on that. I'm a massive neuroses. I'm staring right at the webcam, so it looks pretty odd. I gotta get over this way. Maybe? I know it's at a weird angle on my monitor. Everything's odd and off. Odd and off. Anyway, though, so very sorry about getting up. Let's see if I can remember what the heck I was talking about. Nope. I'm very sorry. It is gone entirely. Fibromyalgia for the win. All I need is something to derail my train of thought, and it's gone. So thumbs up on that. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm at 14 minutes, I'm going to go to the community tab of my channel, open up 24 hours worth of comments, and thank 20 to 25 kind commenters for having left me comments. Now, I am not reading the comments yet. I'm going to read them after, I'm done recording, and I'm going to add thumbs up everyone I read. I'm going to answer as many as I can. I just can't do that right now. I'm going to just thank people for having left a comment, whether it was a good comment, a bad comment, or an indifferent comment. The fact is you left a comment. Thank you so very, very much. I can't thank everybody. So I just thank 25 people at random, and hopefully that will do the trick. That would be good. So let me get back to that bloody page. And if you'd like a shout out, Just ask for a shout out. I'll give it to you if I see it. And if I mispronounce your names, no disrespect is intended. I am terrible, terrible, terrible at names. Let's see if anybody has a shout out here. Metal 13 Panda actually asked for a shout out some time ago and I never noticed it. Metal 13 Panda, you have a shout out. And Plastic Productions, once again, you have a shout out. Son of a gun, huh? And Tobias W, thank you very, very much. And Biso Lee, thank you, greatly appreciated. Marias Gabriel, thank you very much. Lambo Rambo, greatly appreciated. And Carlitos Jr., 54, son of a gun, thank you. Jesse Nowers, thank you very, very much. Deanna Ernst, thank you, greatly appreciated. Zed Felipe, I hope that's how it's pronounced, thank you very, very much. And Hunter C, thank you, greatly appreciated. Danny Albrecht, thank you very, very much. Drag Weezery, I think. Thank you very, very much for the comments. And Floyd Mortlock, thank you very, very much. Mika Mach 5, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. And Mama Chell, thank you, greatly appreciated. Devlin Sumner, thank you very, very much. And Hannah Phoenix, thank you for the comment, greatly appreciated. Death Penguin Zed, thank you very, very much. I like that name a lot. Psycha Nugget, thank you, greatly appreciated. Justin Kilcullen, thank you, greatly appreciated. Maya, thank you very, very much. And Richard Handharto, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Pierce, thank you. And last but not least, Ace Mountain 414, son of a gun. Thank you very, very much for the comments. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. You get me out of my head, interacting with people out in the world, and that is an awesome thing. Thank you so very much. Now to quickly get to my greetings, because I'm running out of time, but I like to say good morning to everybody as many home languages as I can, because it's a really nice thing. It's cheerful and happy and positive. So if you'd like to hear a greeting in your home language, if you could pop it in the comments, and if I catch it, I will add it onto the list. So, bon dia, dia dit, dia guid, guten tag, ahanyo seo, buenos dias, buna de benata, ohio, lebrit, labas ritas, kamusta, buongiorno, terahomikos, yorageld, borra baive, I'm close, but I never can remember that one, and I'm so sorry. Barilus, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, bokertov, dzień dobry, or less formally, cześć, labdien, dobre utro, mesa ol heli, dobre rano, pareda, privyet, merhaba, and of course, go forth and have the crack, thumbs up. Good food, good drink, with good friends. Not necessarily alcoholic beverage, not necessarily mounds of crack cocaine, not necessarily a prostitute spreading her thighs for you. Nope, the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. It can include all those other things, of course, but it's not limited to. Well, at 18 minutes and change, at the time, I never know where it's all going, but it helps me process. Without my processing time with this vlog, I am lost during the day. So thumbs up. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being here while I process. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you could check out my links down below, that would be awesome. You just click show more, they open up. There's all sorts of stuff. There's some merch, there's links. You could check those out. Like I say, I'm still about minus 260 in my checking account. If you could give me a hand, only if you could donate to my GoFundMe. I've got a PayPal account if you wanted to do it that way. There's my patreon.com. Thank you so much to everybody who has donated. Thank you so much to every single one of my patreon.com patrons. You are beautiful, awesome, wonderful people. I wouldn't have been able to have stayed here this long without all of your help. Thank you so very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation for my existence that I can get. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. I do all sorts of things. I do the morning vlog, I do a reaction video, I do a game video, and then I do all sorts of other weird things. You never know what's going to happen. Not like Filthy Frank, but you just mild, happy things. That's all. Well, hey. Oh, and of course, if you don't want to watch the videos, don't watch the videos. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm not like everybody that says, give me 250,000 likes, so like, subscribe, give me this. It's like, no. If you want to, do. If you don't, don't. Just save yourself the trouble. But if you do, thumbs up, and I will keep you happy as much as I can until the end of time. Thumbs up. I got about 10 seconds left, so son of a gun. I got a reaction video coming up. I got a game video coming up. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.